Hey guys, welcome back to Chart Stoppers. In this channel, we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on the charts. It's very important to know these areas before you buy any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance, it's one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy into it or sell it. And also, if you are doing any day trading, swing trading, or options trading, this is the place for you. You're definitely going to want to subscribe to the channel and have your notification buttons on so you don't miss out on any new videos. Okay? And just to let you guys know, I am not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only. But I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. And also, if you haven't already, I provided a link for Webull down below in the description. You could use that, start an account, get 2 free stocks, and I also provided a link for Robinhood. If you don't have an account there, use my link below in the description, start an account, and you'll get 1 free stock, okay? And just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks, so if you have a recommendation for a video, just leave a comment below and I will try to get to that. Okay, so today is May 24th, 2021, and as you could see, everything is pretty much green today. We're having a pretty good day in the market. The S&P is up over 1%, 1.06. The Dow is up 0.59%, and the NASDAQ is leading the way, up almost 1.5% at 1.4%. Okay, and you could see right out of the gate in the morning, everything just shot right up, and it's pretty much staying there right now. Nothing's really falling, and everything's going good today. So let's take a look at the stock I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to be talking about Clean Energy Fuel. Their ticker symbol is CLNE, and currently they are trading at $7.84 on the day. They're up 11 cents, which is the equivalent of 1.42%. Okay, I got a request from a viewer to take a look at this one, so that's why I'm doing it. And on the week, they're actually down 3.21% in the past week. In the past month, they are down 26.18%. And in the past 3 months, they're down 43.5%. Okay, but on the year, in the past year, they're still up 272%, or 278%. So they're doing pretty good in the past year, but recently they have not been doing good at all. So for those of you who do not know what Clean Energy Fuels does, they engage in the provision of natural gas as an alternative fuel for vehicle fleets in the United States and Canada. It also builds and operates compressed natural gas and liquefied natural gas vehicle fueling stations, okay? So they were founded by T. Boone Pickens and their CEO Andrew Littlefair in 1996. Their headquarters are in Newport Beach, California, okay? And they have about 465 employees working for them. So looking at the chart here, we could see their 52-week high is $19.79. They hit that on February 10th. 2021, okay, and as we all know, just like all the other NASDAQ stocks, that's when it topped out, and pretty much it's been on a downtrend ever since. We've lost a lot of value in the stock. We're currently trading, around this $7.50 area right here. So this stock price has been pretty much cut in half, okay, since the correction started here. So we could see here our first support area is going to be around 1866 right there. We're going to want to see this thing close the day above $18.66 to move on to make an all-new high. Okay, once it gets back up to this area, that's the key level we're going to want to see this thing break at, because it's never closed above there. It has been above their intraday, but it never did close above that level. So we're going to want to see that level get broken to move on to an all-new all-time high. Okay, so our first support level, we didn't really have support in this area coming up. So on the way down, we didn't have support either. So our first support area that we landed at during this correction was around $11.90. So around the $12 area, you could see it tried to hold up during this correction, even made a bounce off of its next support area at $10, and it did recover all the way back up to, around $16, okay? So it tried to recover back to this area around 16, but the correction just kept going and going these past couple months, and we're not technically out of it yet, so it just kept dropping. As you could see, we lost our support here after it tried to recover. It did try to hold up for a couple days, and then it just kept falling. We reached our next support level, which is at $10. We had some pretty strong support on the way up at $10 right here. So I figured, on the way down, we would have at least some support, but it doesn't really look like this area held up too strong here. Okay, we did see a lot of support there, but on the way down, there wasn't really much support. So we lost that area, dropped to our next support area where we're currently trading right now. And that area is going to be around $7.60. That's a pretty nice support area. If you look at the way up right here, when it was on its way up, we did have some consolidation at that point right there, around $7.60. So that's where we're holding up right now. And I'm thinking that's going to be the end point of this correction, because it looks like it's starting to curl back upwards. And you can see here, we're right at our 200-day moving average, okay? This thing, it did test falling below that 200-day moving average, but it did hold up right in here these past couple days. So we're going to be watching this, the 200-day moving average, and that's also where I have my green trend line here. And you can see this thing is still on an uptrend. Like I said, it's up over 200% in the past year. So going back to November is where I have my trend line started in 2020, and we are still on our way up here, okay? But I also have this red downtrend line here, which started back in February when it did hit the all-time highs, and it's continuing on until today. We have, a couple touches on this line coming down. So this is the area I'll be watching around the beginning of July here. It looks like these two lines are going to intersect here. And, you could see our red trend line is following our 50-day moving average closely. So, and our green trend line is following our 200-day moving average closely. So when these lines intersect, that's when the 200-day moving average is going to intersect with the 50-day moving average. We could see that sooner than July 1st, but it looks like, it's slowly making its way up. So it looks like around July 1st, we're going to see these two moving averages converge on each other and intersect. And it's all going to come down to which one goes above and which one goes below. If the 50-day moving average drops below the 200-day moving average, that means it's still going to be in the downtrend, okay? It's going to follow this red line down, and that 50-day moving average is going to act as resistance here. But if the 200-day moving average carries this stock price up and it intersects with the 50-day moving average and rises above that, that means we're going to hold our green trend line here and continue our move upwards in our uptrend. So we'll be watching that closely in the next month to see where this stock goes. Okay, so let's just switch over to our weekly chart. Let's see what we have going on here. I'm going to zoom in, and as you can see here, our trend line is good here. Our green trend line is following our 50-day moving average on the weekly chart here. And it looks like right here, our 21-day moving average is acting as resistance also on our weekly chart. So let's count the weeks here that we have not been able to close above this trend line here, because that's very important also going forward. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and this is the 16th week. We have not been able to get above this red trend line here. So it's obviously been in a downtrend for that long. And once we see it get above this line here, this trend line, I think that's when we'll see this thing break out and make a move towards the upside. So we've been in that downtrend for a long time, as you can see from the weekly chart. Let me move over to our 4-hour chart, see what we could find there. And you can see on our 4-hour chart, we are definitely below the 200-day moving average. We're below all moving averages on that one. I have my 21-day moving average here in the light blue. The 30-day moving average is in the green right here, and our 50-day is in the blue, and our 200-day is in the yellow right here. So we're below all moving averages on the 4-hour. So we need to see this thing make a recovery, get back above this 21-day moving average, and eventually move above our 30-day and our 50-day on the way back up. So switching back over to the daily chart, you can see we're below moving averages on there, except for our 200-day. That's the only thing holding this stock up currently, is our 200-day moving average. So we're going to watch that closely. If we do fall below this 200-day moving average here and we lose that on the daily chart, it looks like this thing is going to find its next support level around this gap right here between $6.19 and $6.34. So I have my support line around $6.20 for our next support level if it does continue to fall below this 200-day moving average. But it looks like, our 200-day moving average is holding it up right now, and it looks like it's doing pretty good for the past, 3 or 4 days here. So that's what I'll be looking at going forward for this one. I'll be watching that 200-day moving average closely, and I'll be watching my trend lines here also to make sure, it continues to follow one of these trends here. And once they intersect around, like I said, July 1st, that's going to be a critical point going forward here, because it's going to have to make a move one way or the other, going down or continue to move up here. So we'll be watching that. That's about it. That's all I got for this one here. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your notification button on so you don't miss out on any new content here. And we will see you next time on Chart Stoppers.